Meteorologist Chris Haddings here. Big story the next few days is we'll be cranking up the wind machine. How high will they get cranked up? Just have to watch the briefing to find out. Well, as you heard from the intro, there will be a lot of wind coming into the area over the next few days. Also, a little bit of snow on the way. Separate talking about the snow, this is going to be the least of our worries. We do have some winter weather advisories in effect. These are across the higher elevations, so if you're going across, say, Tokenie Pass, Teton Pass, these could get a little bit rough, but not a lot of accumulation even in the western valleys. Now, all of these go into effect at noon today, and they go through noon on Tuesday. Now, how much snow are we going to get? Valleys, again, we're not looking at a lot, maybe just an inch or two in some of the lower elevations. Highest amounts here across the wind rivers could be locally up to a foot in this area, but these are higher elevations, so not one's really going up there this time of year, so not a lot of impacts here. Now, the main impacts here will be from blowing snow, especially as those high winds come in, and we'll start talking about that right now. You can see we have some many areas seeing high wind warnings. Pretty much, if you don't have a winter weather advisory in effect, you're going to have a high wind warning in effect. And some of these last several days, maybe all the way through Wednesday, but a lot of different start and end times on these. If you want details, go to our website right there, weather.gov/REW. It'll take way too long for me to talk about this. Now, timing out the impacts. Coming into the west first, Jackson and Afton, maximum impact there probably coming in tonight. It should improve as we get through the day tomorrow there. Casper, Riverton, also Lander, Cody. Biggest impacts 3 p.m. to about midnight today, maybe a lull late tonight, then picking up again Tuesday into Tuesday night. Now, Buffalo could get hit really hard from this. They're going to hold off till Tuesday, but Tuesday into Wednesday, they might see the strongest winds of all the lower elevation spots out of this. Worland Grable, mainly a Tuesday event. If you're in the Green River Basin, Pinedale, Big Piney, Farson, tonight through Tuesday, then it improves for you. Now, across the I-80 corridor, a lot of people traveling there. Picking up this afternoon, especially late this afternoon. Then continuing through Tuesday night with some improvement as we head through the day on Wednesday. Now, as far as how strong the wind's going to be, well, first we'll take a look at the impacts. Got a little bit ahead of myself there. Sorry about that. Now, the main impact, obviously, to transportation. High likelihood of seeing that, especially if you're driving a semi, tractor trailer, high-profile vehicle towing a trailer. It's not going to be any fun the next few days across much of the area. Very big risk of tip over in some of those. Now, tree damage, power outages. This isn't the run-of-the-mill wind event for a lot of people. This could be a more notable one. So we'll call that medium. It's going to depend on where you are and where those gusts set up. And even property damage, things like shingles blowing off your roof, for example, maybe a broken window. Low to medium. Again, these two especially depend on where you are exactly and where those strong wind gusts set up. We can't pinpoint those exactly, but I know you want to know how strong you think the winds are going to be. Now, we'll break this down by days. This is today and tonight. You can see the strongest winds today. Gusts more likely about 50 to 60 miles per hour across the western valleys. That's a very popular number across much of this area here, maybe locally 70 around Jeffrey City, but just about everybody will have a chance where we have warnings, mainly in this area. Not quite as strong up, say, Bighorn Basin over toward Buffalo yet. That'll come in on Tuesday. But just about everybody's seeing a chance of seeing a gust of 70 miles per hour. And heading up to the higher elevations, if you really wanted to, I wouldn't do it here. We could see some hurricane force gusts across the mountains, maybe locally 80, 90 miles per hour across some of the highest peaks up in here. Now, as we head toward Tuesday, this looks to be the most widespread wind event. It will begin to die off across the west. Main area concern shifting to east of the divide, as well as down here across the I-80 corridor. You can see wind gusts widespread 40, 50, 60 miles per hour across much of the area. That's when Buffalo and also the Bighorn Basin start getting in on the action. Now, as we head toward Wednesday, most of the area you'll see some improvement there as the core of the jet that's driving this shifts off to the east, but there will still be some very strong wind gusts, even up here around Buffalo. Now, 58 might be a little low there. Could be some wind gusts still in the 60-mile-an-hour range around here. And even the Bighorn Basin, maybe seeing some gusts of 50. But rule of thumb on Wednesday, the further west you go, the more the conditions improve. And by Thursday, should be just breezy conditions. We should be out of this. Now, for resources, again, weather, most reliable source in western central Wyoming, weather.gov/RAW. Road conditions, in-state, go call 511. Out-of-state, 188 YO Road. You want to do it on the internet, yoroad.info. You want to check out the road conditions for yourself. A great resource here. Webcams all over the state of Wyoming. Go to weather.gov. There should be /RAW there. Go to our local programs tab. Click on webcams by route. Be safe, everybody. Have a good week.